I feel pretty gutsy recording an intro looking like this. Hi, how are you? Welcome to this video. I thought I would come on camera and intro really quick. This is like a new series that I'm thinking about doing where when I go through my magazines, I end up with just like pages basically. And then usually what I do is go through the big stack of pages and just trim out everything that I want to keep and then get rid of the scraps just to kind of like reduce space and stuff like that. So it's going to be called trimming and chatting, trim and chat, cut and chat, snip and chat, something like that. And yeah, it's not going to be of my face. Don't worry. But I thought I would just come on and tell you that. And this is going to be the first video in the cut and chat series. And you can either just watch the video and listen to me chat and see what I cut, or you can put it in like, speed it up and put some lo-fi on and just like watch the cutting and listen to music. I will not be insulted if you do that. But I thought it would be just fun. So if you have any questions for me about my art process, like what I like to do, what I like to use, leave them in the comments and then maybe I can answer them in a future cut and chat video. That could be kind of fun. So yeah, leave a question below and let's just get to the cutting and the chatting. All right, let's get into this, shall we? This is the cutting and chatting part. I was not going to do a voiceover. I actually filmed 2 videos of me clipping up sheets of magazine and you couldn't see anything I was doing. So I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a pretty amateur YouTuber. I've realized that that is just kind of where I'm gonna live, and that's okay, because the more that I think about it, if I was super aesthetic, if I was lighting a candle and setting a nice table, like so many of the amazing creators that I watch that do that, if I tried to do that, it would be dishonest. That is just really not, I can't pull that off. So whatever you're gonna see on my channel, that is really me. That sounds so cliche, but it's really true. I know that if I tried to do that aesthetic vibe and, you know, make it look really cool and fancy, like it would look forced. It would look forced. I know it would, and you would know, but I really am so excited to be here. I let my YouTube channel kind of go dormant for about a year, and I just came back to it in the past few months, and I think I've released a lot of that pressure from myself of being perfect, of being aesthetic, of being like something that I'm not. Now I'm just kind of having fun, and I know that I really want to share this love of paper and collage and journals with you all, and I hope that it inspires you, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna try to be anything besides what I am. So, and honestly, trust me, we're all better off that way. If you are here watching this video and you don't know me yet, that's totally cool. Hello, welcome. My name is Kara DJ. I'm from the East Coast of the US, and I'm a paper artist. I just love everything paper. Ever since I was a little kid, when I would go out to eat with all the adults and was bored, all I needed was a piece of paper and a pen, and I could be occupied for hours. I've been journaling on and off pretty much for 25 years, since I was in about 2nd grade. That's when the first journal that I have is dated as me being in 2nd grade. So on and off since then, I have always had a journal in my bag for as long as I've been able to carry a bag. I know my friends like knew me in middle school and high school as the person who had anywhere from 2 to 5 journals on their person at all times. In addition to journaling, I am a collage artist, obviously, from what you're seeing happen here. I collect collage clippings. I work in art journals and kind of scrapbook type journals. I also am trying to start working on like larger pieces. I've really only made one so far that was like a significantly large piece, but I really hope to work on stuff like that again in the future. In the meantime, I'm just kind of working in art journals of all different sizes, playing with the medium. I recently sewed on paper for the first time. I can't wait to show you guys that. It was really, really fun, and I was super intimidated, but it kind of was very simple and turned out really cool, and I can't wait to do it more. So what else? I love zines. I am a zine maker as well. I don't talk about Star Wars a ton on this channel, and that's going to stay that way, but I do have a Star Wars fanzine that just is about to publish its 39th issue. I'll put the link in the description if you want to know more about that, but Star Wars on YouTube isn't really a safe space, so I'm not going to share it, but if you want to find it, I encourage you. It's super fun, and it's probably the thing I'm most proud of in my life. I also do make collage art zines as well. I'm definitely hoping to make more, and I also want to make more zines that have writing in them. I'd love to research a topic and make a zine about it. That is what I do with Star Wars, so I would love to do that about something else that I'm interested in. Definitely stay tuned for that. There's so many different kinds of zines and so many cool people making zines on YouTube that I really want to try to find some new kinds that I could try and kind of explore that medium more. So definitely stay tuned for that. I love a good zine. Zines are the coolest thing. It's the coolest way to feel published, and it can be really, really simple, and it's just such a joy. So yeah, definitely look out for me to share more zines very, very soon. I also, possibly sometimes to the detriment of my wallet, I love ephemera. I love scrapbooking stuff, whether it's like washi tape or those little washi stickers or the little pieces of like paper that look like vintage tickets. Oh my God, I have a video coming very soon where I organized my little ephemera collection, and God, I love that stuff. I can't wait to use it more. Oh, it's just great. I love washi tape. I love just anything that is made out of paper or can be stuck to paper. It's just great. I collect a lot of paper scraps that I use a lot in my zines and in my art. I should show you guys some of that too, because I have a really good paper collection. My mom was a scrapbooker when I was growing up. That real classic, like 12 by 12 scrapbook, creative keepsake memories, those people. She made beautiful stuff though, and that really inspired me as a young person, and then I started kind of making my own. I flipped through pretty much all my art journals on YouTube at this point. I think my first one was probably in 2007 or 2008 maybe, and I really haven't stopped since then. It's so much fun to kind of like mess around and play with the medium. I have such a blast with that. But yeah, so my mom was a big scrapbooker in my youth, and she had a huge collection of paper, and when she wanted to get rid of a lot of stuff, I obviously weeded through it first. So my collection of scrapbook paper and paper scraps is like really weird, and like it's got a lot of weird stuff in there, because my other problem, and you might be able to relate to this as well, I don't throw anything away. So if it's a piece of paper, like a scrap, the odds of me throwing it away are slim, because it's like, well, I could probably use that. And I think that's a good thing, because it gives you a lot of options when you're finally like looking to use things. But it's also, I mean, there's a lot of paper. I have a way that I organize that I think has been working well for me. I think I'm going to share that with you soon, because someone did ask me about that recently, about how I organize my clippings and things like that. And I know it can be hard. It can be almost impossible to like well organize your clippings. I'm at a weird point with it right now where I've had this like huge influx of clippings, which is great. But yeah, I gotta do some work to organize them. Another thing that I get asked a lot is where I find my magazines. So the local like main library chapter near me has a free shelf where people will just leave magazines that they don't want. And I have had some of the best luck with that shelf where I've found amazing things. Whether it's like a ton of issues of Gourmet magazine from the 80s and 90s, or a ton of issues of Oprah magazine, or sometimes there'll be a National Geographic on there, which is always great. You never know what you're going to find on that shelf. Also, sometimes there's literally nothing. So that the library is somewhere that I always go to look for material. There is also always Goodwill and thrift stores. They might not have magazines, which I think they probably don't keep for like, I don't know, cleanliness reasons or whatever, which is fair. But they will have sometimes big coffee table books or like pictorial books or things like that. And you can sometimes get them for a really good deal. So I recommend any type of like thrift store or Goodwill. Also on Etsy, not only do people sell magazines on Etsy, but also sometimes you'll find someone who sells just like a bushel of magazine pages, kind of like the ones I'm working on here. So that could be a really good way to get you started. It kind of just gives you an immediate collection that you could work with. And also some people sell like sets of magazine letters, which is really fun. There's no shame in like looking up a picture if you want something specific. I don't do that super often, but there are some like royalty-free picture websites, like Unsplash is one that I've used a lot for commissions and things where I need something like really specific. And those are royalty-free photos, so you can use them without like copyright stuff or whatever. So, you know, those are some options on finding stuff, but I also recommend looking through your junk mail. You never know what you're going to find, especially as the holidays approach. You might get some catalogs. Look through them before you recycle. It's always worth it. Well, we're coming up on the end of this cutting here. Please leave a question below for me to answer in one of the future cut and chat videos. I want to say thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy. I think I might have said that already. I'm saying it again because it's still really crazy. I'm so thankful to all of you for being here, and I can't wait to keep sharing with you. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.